What's up, everybody? It's HBT, man, with the Straight Up Wrestling Show, guys. Sorry that I'm late, but hey, I was pretty much working on a few things and some things got a little haywire here, man. But hey, I'm here live, guys, here this afternoon on a Saturday afternoon, talk about a few things. I know a lot of you out here are doing a lot of different things, man. A lot of different things going on this Saturday afternoon. We have indie wrestling all over the flipping place. I don't know what part of the country you're at, what part of the country you're in. But, hey, as far as the wrestling members, the members of our community, I'm pretty sure some of you guys like to go out and see some indie wrestling or, hey, some of you guys will be watching Collision tonight. Some of you will be watching the NBA playoffs and some of you will just be taking your lady out or taking your man out or whatever, So some of you will be out here doing a lot of different things. But, hey, I'm right here and I'm going to talk a little bit about AEW Dynasty card coming up this Sunday. That's tomorrow, and I'm gonna talk about WWE and the few releases that they've had. They just now released 5 wrestlers, and from what I'm understanding, there might be some more coming up. I'm not sure, but I will talk about that here too. So I'm gonna talk about that for just a little while, guys, and hopefully me and Christopher Burton will be back on a little bit later when he gets off work a little bit later today. Me and Christopher Burton to come on and we'll talk about some things. But hey, guys, like I say, I'm just here briefly, man, and I'm going to talk about, the AEW Dynasty card, and then I'm going to talk about, wow, that's if these they stop doggone coming in and trying to block what I'm having with a bunch of commercials and things like that. But I'm talking about this AEW Dynasty card, man. I did not watch Rampage last night. We did do SmackDown, but I ended up getting into some other things and end up missing that, but I plan on watching it as I come back home a little bit later this afternoon. And like I said, hopefully me and Chris will come on and do a little something. We got a lot of work to do, man. Chris haven't been on as much because Chris' whole schedule changed around at work. So he haven't been on as much as we usually are on. But guys, man, let's talk about this AEW Dynasty card. Guys, I don't know if you plan on getting the pay-per-views. The pay-per-view. Usually I get their pay-per-views. I don't know if I'm going to get this pay-per-view. I probably will. I'm going to see if Chris will be available at that time. I don't know if Chris will be available at that time and we'll go live or not, but I know there's a lot of people going live. But yeah, so if I go live with this pay-per-view, I want Chris to go live with me on this pay-per-view. All right, man. But yeah, so it looks like we're going to have a pre-show 6-man tag team match. Richie Matthews in the house. What's up, Richie? Richie says, I'm going to watch the pay-per-view tonight. And Harry, AEW Rampage is tonight around 7 after Collision. Oh, AEW Rampage is on tonight at 7 after Collision? So Rampage wasn't on last night? I thought Rampage was on last night. Maybe it wasn't. Okay, so Rampage is on after. Oh, wow. I didn't know it wasn't on last night. I had no clue. Maybe they had basketball or something like that. Maybe something that preempted it. But yeah, I thought it was on, guys. Sorry about that, but I did. I thought it was on, man. So maybe maybe not looking for it because I last night, like I said, we did not go and watch Rampage. Nobody even asked about it in the comments. So hey, I guess they didn't have it last night. All right, man, we got a 6-man tag team match, the pre-show for the AEW World Trios Championship and the Ring of Honor World 6-man Tag Team Championships. So I guess they're going to combine these. From what I understand, they're going to combine these. I guess they'll just have AEW 6-man Tag Team Champions. And look, that makes more sense. It really does. As far as in the company, you should just have one 6-man Tag Team championships. In the history of wrestling, that's all I've ever known. All right, Richie Matthews says, I'm watching the pay-per-view tonight. The pay-per-view is tonight? It says Sunday, April 21st at 8 p.m. Oh, what? Unless you're saying Ring of Honor has a pay-per-view tonight, or is it TNA? Let me know, Richie Matthews, man. Pretty much confirm that with me. Confirm with me. TNA having TNA having the show. Thank you, Richie. I appreciate that, man. I was getting a little confused here. All right, pre-show on the 6-man tag team match. Yeah, I would like to see that TNA pay-per-view. I would like to see it. But yeah, I got to see if Chris would like to watch that. I would like to see it because if we do it, we got to do it live, straight up. AEW Dynasty card and projected match order pre-show, man, like I said, for that 6-man tag team championship, gonna be one team take all. Okay, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens and Billy Gunn versus the Bullet Club, man. Jay White, Austin Gunn, and Colton Gunn. So hey, look right here. This right here is gonna pretty much, and hey, it's gonna solve everything. Whoever wins this one gonna take home all the gold. They're gonna be a surprise tonight for TNA. Okay. So yeah, but whoever wins this match right here is gonna take all the gold on AEW Dynasty card. And hey, TNA is tonight. So hey, TNA, man, if you guys are watching TNA, wow, hey, I hope that's a great card. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if Chris and I will be watching that. Chris have not been able to watch it at all. I mean, since he moved out of Greenville County, he moved to a different area and he does not get it. So he haven't really been able to watch it at all. So, that's one of the reasons why I might not do it. I might do it and I might not. But TNA, man, hey, I'm going to keep that in mind. All right, man. Next, we have the pre-show match. We have Trent Beretta versus Matt Sydal, man. Trent Beretta versus Matt Sydal. So, hey, this match right here, Trent Beretta, came out and, he attacked the Best Friends. But now he's wrestling Matt Sydal. That's another pre-show match. Trent Beretta has a lot, man. He has so much potential. He's such a great competitor. Hopefully this propels him to the next level. So we'll see what happens in this match right here. I'm rolling with Trent Beretta. That first match, man, I have to say the Acclaim is going to take that with Billy Gunn. I'm thinking that unless Billy Gunn gets with his sons, that he should do that straight up. But one thing I like about the Acclaim look really good, man. They look like they've been in the gym with Billy Gunn. So big ups to those guys. Those guys been working out, and they've been working out real hard. Richie Matthews says, Harry, how you feel about the Acclaim with Billy Gunn? I wish they split up after this Anthony Bourne goes for a singles run. Man, look, I kind of want them to split up too. I don't know if I want the Acclaim to split up, but as far as dealing with Billy Gunn, I want Billy Gunn to roll with his sons, man. Pretty much guide their career. And Billy Gunn needs to be used over in AEW as a singles competitor too. The man still looks good. He still has a lot left. I think he's 58, 59. Has a lot left. Go ahead and use Billy Gunn the way he should be used, man. That guy right there looks incredible, man. And I would love to see somebody who's who's close to being a senior citizen. Not the senior citizen, just this older bad, just bad guy, man. Just badass. What people will say. Just go in there and just tear up the scene. He's an awesome competitor, man. Let him be your champion. If anybody, I mean, he even looked better than Sting. He looked better than what Sting looked in his last run. But yeah, Billy Gunn, man, of course he's younger, a lot younger, probably about 6-7 years younger than Sting, I'm thinking. But Billy Gunn, man, is something, he's something else. And his sons, when his sons came into AEW, his sons looked like they could have been the coolest tag team in wrestling, in pro wrestling, in my opinion. But for some reason, they put him with Jay White. They put him with They put him with Juice Robinson, and those guys became goofy, man. We don't need any more of that in wrestling. Those guys look cool. They look like they could walk on any street in the United States of America, man. They was cool. They was the guys that could reach the general public, and that's what we need. People that can pretty much reach the general public, and that team could have Billy and Austin Gunn, man. Look like all American boys. Man, look, I want Billy Gunn to be with those guys again, man. Straight up. You're talking about bringing in the general public. Those guys can do it. All right, my man. Richie Matthews says, Harry, do you like Max Caster? Okay, Richie Matthews. That's what I'm saying. Maybe Billy Gunn can help the Bang Bang Gang. That's what he was trying to do. Well, like I say, yeah, they was all supposed to be together. Let's see. All right, you said earlier, man. I'm sorry, man. Max Caster, I'm sending to Collision, and Billy Gunn can be a producer and a coach. Yes, he can. All right, my man, Richie Matthews. Harry, do you like Max Caster to keep the rapper gimmick, or it's time to find an idea for a new character for him? Yeah, he need to let that go, man. He needs to let it go now, because he's not doing it as much, and it's not getting over. I can see if he came out there with a different beat a lot, don't not always have to have a different beat, but if you had somebody to do some nice beats for him, come out there with some nice tracks, do it every now and then, make a video or whatever, let people know he's still a MC, a rapper or whatever, continue to do his thing there. But man, yeah, he should. Yeah, they need to do something a little different with him. All right, Green Randall's in the house. Green Randall says, I'm hoping Bullet Club wins. They might, man. They may. What do you think of WWE releases? I remember a few months ago, people were all behind Jinder, raging that Tony Khan would disrespect him. But now the WWE disrespect him, they are all quiet. That's true. That's true. Man, I don't know why in the world they released them, but let me get to that real quick, guys. I will get to your comments in just a moment, but let me go through this real quick as far as this thing with this whole Dynasty card. I'm going to run through it real quick. All right, a pre-match tag team match, Orange Cassidy and Katsura Shibata versus Shane Taylor, promotion Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty, man. Wow. I like Shane Taylor. Love Shane Taylor. I love Lee Moriarty, man. He has so much talent, guys. A lot of talent. And, he can be something special if Tony Khan knew what to do with him. I don't think he does. I really don't. Let's see. Orange Cassidy, man, has done this thing over and over. It doesn't matter what you think about him, if you like him or not. Orange Cassidy has put in a lot of work, probably more work than anybody there. As far as in AEW, he has put in a lot of work. Shibata is definitely a good wrestler. So, man, we'll see how that turns out. But, I'm going to go ahead and say Orange Cassidy and Shibata probably take this one, which I think Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty should take it. But I'm thinking they're going to give it to Shibata and Cassidy. I'm pretty sure. All right, the AEW International Championship, man. We have Roger Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly. This should be a good match. These guys are no strangers to each other. Both of them very good competitors. NXT, man, done well with these guys. They really did. But yeah, Kyle Strong, man, incredible. And I think he has the tools to beat Roger Strong, but I think Roger Strong will retain in that match. FTW rules match for the FTW Championship, Hook versus Chris Jericho. They're trying to push Hook again. And the thing with this is they should have never, Tony Khan shouldn't have never veered from that in the first place. Because, Hook is one of these guys that was bringing a lot of eyes to the table. He really was. So, they veered from that. I see Hook winning this match, even though Chris Jericho should win it. Chris Jericho is your elder statesman, and Chris Jericho should go out in his career like a Chief Wahoo McDaniel on top, straight up. Roddy is winning that match. I'm thinking so too, Green Randall, no doubt about that. All right, let's see. All right, man. Then we have Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe versus the House of Black. And to tell you the truth, man, a lot of this stuff, I'm not really that interested in a lot of it. And I'm going to be, that's just being honest. But this right here against House of Black. House of Black is incredible. They should rule AEW when it comes to any tag team scene, 6-man tag team or whatever. But yeah, Eddie Kingston, Adam Copeland, and Mark Briscoe. I think Eddie Kingston and Mark Briscoe by themselves is a great tag team combination. If they went ahead and pushed those guys, man, I think they can push them to a great heights. I know Mark Briscoe just won that Ring of Honor championship or something like that. But, if they push Eddie Kingston and Mark Briscoe as a tag team, they could do some incredible things. Adam Copeland, something else. Because of Adam Copeland, they might win this match. They may win this match. House of Black is getting a little bit of old as far as their gimmick and what they're doing over here. So I'm thinking Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe going to win this match for some reason, even though I think House of Black should take the win, guys, straight up. All right, Green Randall says, I can't see Chris as FTW champion. He just doesn't embody the FTW spirit. I understand that, Green Randall. I definitely understand that. All right, man, we got a house rules match for the TBS championship. Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale, man. Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale. I don't see them putting a title on Willow Nightingale, so I see Julia Hart. I see her pretty much with the victory. I see her moving on and pretty much maybe battling Sasha Banks somewhere down the road, unless Sasha Banks end up going with Toni Storm. But I think she's going to be heading for Julia Hart. So I'm thinking Julia Hart's going to I think she's going to retain. I don't think that Willow Nightingale is going to be able to take this title off of her at this time, man. But Willow Nightingale definitely deserved a championship, man. She's incredible. Fans love her. But I don't know which way she's going. I really don't. With all the stuff that she got going with not Willow Nightingale, but with Sasha Banks. She has a lot going on here, guys. All right, what we got next here, guys? Oh, man. All right, the Continental Championship, man. We got Okada versus Pac. Okada versus Pac look like it could be a great matchup. You know, they're going to be some martial arts in there, or at least, man, you know, there's going to be some MMA type fighting, you know, and a lot of high flying. They're going to be a lot of different things. Hopefully, Pac don't use his little hammer or whatever. But I do not see Pac winning this match, even though he's capable. I don't see him beating Okada, so I say Okada will win this match. Very good matchup. Probably the best matchup so far of all the matches that I've pretty much talked about. But, man, you know, hey, this is a very good matchup. But, you know, one thing about Okada, you need to put him in a situation, Okada, where he's pretty much teaming or getting into matches with, you know, maybe, Malachi Black and people like that. Those type of people, man, you need to make them singles, and they can have those same type of runs. And Malachi Black definitely can have a great run as far as a tag team partner with Okada, or maybe challenge Okada, and those two can have a great feud. But AEW, you know, they need to look into stuff like that when it boils down to it. They really do. All right, Green Randall says Edge should have never won the TNT title. It feels like you stole the moment from Kill Switch. That's true. Before he came in, they were clearly setting up Kill Switch to turn on Christian and regain the title. That's 100% true, Green Randall. 100% true. You know, I didn't even really think about that. But, yeah, they killed his momentum, man. They did. They killed what they had going with Kill Switch and what they had. Yeah, look, I'm going to call him the Lizard Man. But, yeah, look, AEW really had something there. They really did. And that's just another one that they actually killed. They actually stomped out something that they had coming that was really good, man. And it's sad. It really is sad. Wow. Appreciate you saying that, Green Ramble, man, because that's something that pretty much slipped out of my mind. It really did. All right, man, we have a ladder match for vacant AEW World Tag Team Championships. Let's see, Young Bucks versus FTR. I didn't know they was having a ladder match, but hey, that's pretty good that they having a ladder match. Let's see, as far as, you know, those two teams hooking up, I'm not that interested in that. I'm really not. But, you know, hey, I can roll with it, man. I can roll with it. FTR needs to be put in a position. If they're going to continue to try to push them and say they're the best in the world, you need to put those guys in a position to where they are the best in the world, you know, where it works out that, hey, nobody can stop them, that they are on a course of pretty much dominating the tag team division in wrestling. That's the way they need to have FTR. You cannot build FTR up to a Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson status if you don't have great tag team competition. You can't build them up like the Midnight Express or the Rock and Roll Express, the Road Warriors or something like that if you do not have great tag team competition. You know, they will never reach the pinnacle of success like the Steiner brothers if they don't have great tag team competition, man. So you got to build a great tag team division to pretty much put those guys over the top. But are they gonna beat the Young Bucks? I don't really know about that. Most likely they're not. The Young Bucks, they're putting them out here in the spotlight, showing them as EVPs and stuff like that. So I'm looking for the Young Bucks to win that match. All right, JL, gender deserves more than crap. No doubt about that, JL. No doubt about that. I'm shocked. I'm shocked on that. I really am. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. I'm very shocked on that. What they're doing, WWE doing with that, with Jinder Mahal. Blows my mind. Straight up rubbish. I'm with you on that, JL. It is straight up rubbish. And we'll get to that, man. We will get to that. I mean, that's just flat crazy. It's just so many things that Jinder Mahal could do. And Jinder Mahal, if he goes somewhere, I hope he goes to TNA. If he goes to one of the top three, I hope he doesn't go to AEW because I think AEW will squander him, man. I really do. Green Randall, why did they give Eddie Kingston the Triple Crown if they were just going to take it away from him? That's true. I'm not too disappointed. I don't think it's bad booking, but it definitely isn't good booking. Well, you know what? They took it off of him pretty quick, man. Too quick. They didn't have no storyline with it or anything. It's sad, man. It really is. I mean, they did have a storyline, but the storyline was short-lived. It really wasn't much to it. They did not know how to prolong it. They did not know how to write chapters to it, man. And it's ridiculous, man. That's all I have to say. It really is. It's ridiculous. All right, JL says the new SmackDown strap looks unlike the rubbish Raw Raw ones. That's true. That's true, JL. I will say that. JL says, are you going to watch Garcia versus Haney tonight? Man, wow, that's the big fight they was talking about. Look, man, I would love to see that. I'm also wanting to get back into the NBA, so I want to look at this. I want to watch the Lakers versus. I might watch the Lakers game tonight, man. Lakers versus who's the Lakers playing? Lakers versus Denver Nuggets. I want to see that. I want to see how LeBron James, which I'm not a fan, really not, but I want to see how he musters up this, 39-year-old man and see if he can pretty much get revenge on Denver for taking him out last year. But we'll see about that. So, but yeah, I would love to see I want to see Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. I'm glad you said that, JL. I knew it was a big fight coming up, but I had forgot about which one it was. All right, but yeah, Ryan Garcia was like 3 pounds overweight too. They had to redo the contract. Green Randall JL, they gave the best design to the best champion. Okay. Hey, man, I'll tell you what. Austin Theory last night, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, they look like world champs, man. They look like champs sitting out there. They look better than everybody that was in that ring yesterday in that 3 or 4 way, vying for the number one position to challenge them. All right, Green Randall edges to kill switch what Rock tried to do for Cody. Green Randall, I do think that the criticism that AEW only pushes old talent is overblown, but this is straight up an example of older veteran taking a storyline and an opportunity from a young up-and-comer. Yeah, that's true. Green Randall says star, up-and-coming star. Green Randall says, I don't get why no one else is talking about this. Even the WWE marks don't bring this up. Yeah. Green Randall, I've been enjoying Bucks recently. They have been great. What is the plan? Was to have them in the final of the tournament. Why not just have them win the titles at Revolution? That's probably what I don't know. I don't know what in the world they're going to do. All right, Green Randall, that's why you can have a whole month to build FTR versus Bucks. Yeah, Bucks 4. Okay, that's true. That's true. All right, let's go ahead and try to finish this thing off with the AEW so I can talk about these releases, man. All right, next we have the AEW Women's World Championship. Timeless Toni Storm versus Thunder Rosa. Okay, man, look, that gimmick. I don't know if this gimmick done played out. A lot of people like it. A lot of people think it's the best thing going over in AEW. And the reason that I see it probably as the best thing going in AEW because it's a storyline that continues on and on. It has consistency. So that's probably why. That's probably why you can look at that and say it's the best storyline going over in AEW. But hey, tonight, man, she will be taking on Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa, it's her time. It's her time. She got humiliated a couple weeks ago by Timeless Toni Storm, pretty much wiping off the mask, pretty much, and, pretty much just embarrassing her. Timeless Toni Storm, very good wrestler and has improved greatly since she's been in AEW. I will say that. Hold on for just 1 minute, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. But yeah, that Timeless Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa match, man, look, Thunder Rosa is incredible. I don't know if when it comes to those two, they kind of like neck and neck when it boils down to it. Thunder Rosa, a little bit more experience, maybe a little bit better. I say a little bit better. But can she take Toni Storm out in this match? Toni Storm, she has Mariah May and she has a little Butler over there. So we'll see how this thing plays out, man, if she can end up taking the title. She's held that title before. Let's see if she can hold the title, man. Let's see if she can take the title. It's going to be very interesting to see. But, man, I'm going to say Timeless Toni Storm may hold on to it for a little while longer here, guys. All right, my man Green Randall, the Triple Crown was a bad idea from the start. They essentially made the Ring of Honor World title of equal value to 2 mid-card titles. They blocked themselves from having world title matches on Ring of Honor pay-per-view. They sure did. Man, look, my whole thing about it is my whole thing is this. I mean, the bottom line is this. The whole thing is this with Tony Khan. Tony Khan has tried all kind of different scenarios, all kind of different things. Anything that he could think of, man, he throws it in right then and there. He signs people without really thinking, without without thinking of the repercussions. He signs them without having any plans or anything. So right now, Tony Khan, that's how Tony Khan operates. He operates on looking at the future, or looking at the end of the week. That's the end. That's the end game. Wednesday to Wednesday for him. That's the end game, guys. And the ratings, that's the end game. And it shouldn't be that way. Now, if he looked at long term, did not think about, hey, I gotta get good ratings. I gotta put out a good product. That's always should be in your mind. But man, when you have your mind on, hey, I got to do this, I got to do that to boost my ratings, keep get my ratings up, and pretty much I got to try to get up there to where I can compete, to where I can beat WWE. When you think like that, man, you're gonna have all you're gonna do is make rash decisions, man. You're gonna be quick. You're gonna make quick judgments that's not gonna be always in the best interest of your company. And Tony Khan does that over and over again. And he's botched Ring of Honor real bad. He really has. Along with everything else that he's done. I mean, he's really messed Ring of Honor up. And he needs to let Tony Schiavone run that thing, man, in my opinion, straight up. All right, Green Randall, I don't get why he didn't bring up that Thunder never lost her title. She used to be AEW Women's Champ. I had to vacate it because of injury. They should have had her go for the title as soon as she recovered. That's exactly true. That's exactly true. I mean, they had a story there. Look at NXT with Roxanne Perez. Yeah, they definitely had a story with that. They definitely could have ran with something similar to that, and it would have worked out straight up. All right, next, man, I think we have Will Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. This should be very good. Should be very good. Bryan Danielson has all experience in the world. He should win this match. Will Ospreay, incredible, still young. I mean, he's in his 30s or whatever. He's been around a long time. I think he's in his early 30s. I mean, maybe, early 30s or whatever. Been around a long time. But, man, he's incredible, still fast, still quick. But I think Will Ospreay, man, they try to push him. So I'm thinking Will Ospreay is going to win this match. But Bryan Danielson should win this match. He should win it because when it boils down to it, you got him on his last run, but he's an elder statesman in AEW, been around a long time. Will Ospreay has been back and forth. They've used him. He just signed, but Will Ospreay can come back and beat him later on. They can have a little rivalry. He could beat him, within the next couple matches and have Bryan Danielson beat him again, but then have a final match between these two. And then you can have maybe Will Ospreay walk off with the title, or they're not fighting for a title. But you can have Bryan Danielson, I believe, or Will Ospreay walk off with winning that feud. But either way it go, both of these guys will look strong if you make this a feud. Both of these guys will come out looking very strong in this. All right, next, man, we have the AEW World Championship. We got Samoa Joe versus Swerve Strickland, man. This right here, man, I hope this is it. I hope this settles everything. When all the smoke clears, I hope whoever walks away with this win, I hope it clears everything with these two. I don't want to see any more of Swerve Strickland and Samoa Joe. In my opinion, they have done enough to make this a feud that you can remember. But one thing about it is the way they went about it is not the best way. It's not the best way. The way they went about it is just it's all over the place. It's been a little crazy, but when it boils down to it, it's been pretty good. If you look at the history of pro wrestling and how feuds have been run, it looks pretty good. But I think what I'm trying to say is, the timing of everything that they've done in this feud has been off. It's been off as far as in the programming. It could be in the programming, the way it's set, as far as maybe that show or whatever. It's just been done wrong. But when it boils down to it, it's been a pretty good feud. It has legs. It's something that's carried on. Now, I'm not going to say that everybody has gravitated toward it. Everybody likes it, like the feud, because when it boils down to it, the last 3 times that these guys have met in the ring or pretty much gotten a fight or whatever, fans have basically been turning the channel. They really are. I don't think a lot of fans are really interested in it, but you have some fans that's hardcore and they enter this feud, but it needs to end. It needs to end tomorrow at Dynasty. Let's see what happens, man, and who walks away. I don't know if Swerve's gonna win this thing. Samoa Joe is just bad, man. That's a bad guy, boy. That dude is something special, man. Samoa Joe is probably gonna end up retaining his title, if you ask me. So I'm looking for Samoa Joe to walk away with that title, if somebody else is gonna come and take it from Samoa Joe. If not, man, I think it's going to continue on because Swerve Strickland, he's in line for it. But when it boils down to it, you got new talent over there. You got Okada, you got Will Ospreay, and then you got Bryan Danielson coming. Look like he's coming back in the scene. I just don't know, man. I don't know what his plans are. His plans are for Swerve Strickland. Now, a lot of people wanting Swerve Strickland to win this title. Now, if he does win the title, when I think about it, he probably will win it. Now, if he does win the title, how long will Swerve Strickland hold that title, hold that championship? And how will the fans actually take to it when he actually gets it on him? And, most likely we're probably going to have you deserve it, you deserve it, you deserve it all over and over again. But I guarantee you're going to have a backlash against it. And I hope people don't throw the racial component in there, but I know they will. But he wins it. I guarantee you there's going to be a backlash against it, and people are going to be like, oh, he don't deserve the title. He doesn't really have the skill to be the champion or whatever, but he's probably one of the most popular people in AEW right now. So, hey, it'll be good. It'll be good either way. It'll be good either way, man. But I tell you, Samoa Joe is a great representative of the championship, but man, neither one of these guys is a Kenny Omega. Just put it that way. All right, guys. So we're done with the AEW Dynasty card, guys. I'm gonna run over this real quick. Talk about what I think about the WWE and their releases, man. Let's talk about Jinder Mahal. Let's see, Jinder Mahal, man. That right there, it's kind of crazy. They can do something incredible with Jinder Mahal, whether it's on NXT, Raw, or SmackDown. You most definitely could do something great with him on NXT, kind of like Baron Corbin, and he even has more of a ceiling than Baron Corbin over on NXT. You can do something incredible with him, man, and then bring him back up to the main brand. Bring him back up to the main roster. Easily do that. Jinder Mahal, man, he is something else. And I don't know as far as if Triple H made his decision by, because hey, I put this guy with Sanga and I put him with Veer Mahan. He was not able to bring these guys up to the level that they should have been brought up to. I gave him that task, so I'm gonna get rid of him alongside Vendor and Jir. Sanga and Veer. I'm talking about Vendor, man. Sanga and Veer Mahal, man. Yeah. So yeah, Sanga and Veer. Yeah, Veer Mahal. So look, those two, Veer Mahal and Sanga, they could have did something great with those guys. They really could have. Now, it might take some time for them to build those guys up, but they could have done something great with them, man. They could have been like the Samoans. I'm talking about the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika. They kind of remind me of those two guys. They definitely could have done something real good with them. But when you don't have a strong tag team division, man, teams like that, people like that, they are expendable. Straight up. They're expendable. And they got rid of them. But, man, and that's another team I really don't want to see go to. I don't want to see him go to APW because not APW, AEW. APW. I'm doing APW. That's an indie show that me and Chris go to a lot here in South Carolina. But I don't want to see him in AEW, All Elite Wrestling, because I think they will pretty much misuse them and they won't reach their potential. Jinder Mahal, I think they'll mess him up too, straight up. But yeah, I think Jinder Mahal, you still can make money with him. You still can do a lot of things, especially with NXT. Start him off with NXT. But Veer Mahan and Jinder Mahal, it's not their fault, guys, if you ask me. Not their fault that they wouldn't. I just think they wasn't booked right. And I just don't know about this release, man. They needed to have somebody that knew how to book those guys straight up. All right, man. We got Zion Quinn. Zion Quinn and Xia Li. I like Zion Quinn. That's who, what's the name? Zion Quinn. That's who does Tama Tonga reminds me of Zion Quinn. Same type of wrestler, same build and everything. He reminds me of Zion Quinn, man. I just don't know about that. Zion Quinn had a lot of potential, They could have did a lot of things with him. Now, I don't think NXT worked out for him, but I think they should have took him to the main roster. They should have took him to SmackDown, to tell you the truth. And Xia Li, man, Xia Li got all kind of potential. They didn't know how. I don't know. They just didn't have anything for her. But they could have kept that thing going. That was good what they had when she kept on coming out attacking people, attacking Becky Lynch from behind. She attacked a couple other people, attacking people from behind. Man, they could have built a great story off that. But whoever came up with that story didn't know how to carry it on. But Xia Li deserved better. She definitely did. All right, Richie Matthews, Harry, why do I have feelings gender asked for his release? He did say that. He said he asked for his release. He said he quit. He probably did, but he probably got frustrated. And they said, okay, if you quit, and that's probably the reason they decided to get rid of gender and Sanga. So he probably did. But Xia Li and Quinn, he was pretty much at the hook of, pretty much at the hip of her too. So I don't know, man. And we'll see if any more WWE releases happen this year, within the next few months. So most likely probably will. Richie Matthews, this ain't the budget cut anymore. Yeah, may not be. Probably not. But they called it budget cuts, but really, I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. They just didn't have anything for these guys, and I believe they just looked at it and said, hey, they're dead weight. They're not making money. When they're really not losing money, but they're not making money, so let's get rid of them. It's sad. It's sad. When you got a company that big and they got all these different writers, they can't come up with something for these guys. Straight up. Because every single one of them, man, every single one of them is pretty much an asset to the company, or could be an asset to the company easily. All right, Richie Matthews, Harry, how about Xia Li come back on a little deal and joins WT with Damage Control? Wow, yeah. Man, she will be great in Damage Control. She has the look. She has that vibe. She's vicious enough. So, yeah, she will be great with Damage Control, Richie Matthews. You're right about that, man, 100%. 100%. But, guys, I'll tell you what, man. Look, I enjoyed this little stream right here. Me and Christopher Burton, we will be on a little bit later. But, yeah, when I come back, I'm going to be on, man. But, yeah, I enjoyed this. Appreciate everybody coming in, man. And before you leave, hey, if you're on Facebook, hit that like, share, join you here on YouTube. You enjoyed the stream, man. Hit the like, share, tweet, and retweet. And what I'm talking about, man. Like, share. Like, share, man. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Ding, ding, ding. So you know when we're on like times like these. Do the same thing over on Twitch if you see us on Twitch. And, man, if you over on X, man, hit that like, share, tweet, and retweet, and follow the Straight Up Wrestling Show, man. I definitely appreciate it. All right, man. Richie Matthews once again says Zion Quinn should go reinvent himself and send him to OVW. Yeah, that will work. Richie Matthews says, because I see Io and Kyrie was sad. She dipped. Yeah. I'm not shocked. All right, guys, but I'm definitely out of here, man. I gotta go and grab somebody up from work. But guys, I will talk to you in a little bit, man. Appreciate you joining the stream. Stay straight up. See you guys later. Peace. Appreciate you, Matthew. Richie Matthews coming in. Green Ramble. JL. Appreciate you guys. Y'all take it easy, man. See you later. Peace.